So this question here, we're going to do a table that has relative frequencies based on the frequency distribution shown below. All right, so the key word here is that relative frequencies, right? So relative is, a relative frequency is the number of values in that whatever the in the class divided by the total number of values times 100. That's how we'll get something's relative frequency. So relative basically means make it, this is just code for make it a percentage. Alright. Now, so most of you know that, and then some people get hung up on this question because they don't realize to see the actual frequency data, they're lost on what to do here. You have to click this button. So let's click that and see what we get. So when you do that, this table pops up, and now this table is what you actually are going to use to find this thing here. So the tar in milligrams of non-filtered cigarettes is here. Alright, and then here's the filtered ones. Alright, so non-filtered from 2 to 6 tar in milligrams, there's 0. So that number is just going to be a 0 there. 7 to 11, there's none with 7 to 11. Alright, now 12 to 16, there's 1 out of, now there's 1 plus 14 is 15, and 7 is 22, and 3 is 25. So 1 out of 25 non-filtered cigarettes has between 12 to 16 milligrams of tar. Alright, so 1 divided by 25 and multiply that by 100, we get 4. And so that's 4%. And of course they already give you the percent symbol, so you don't need to type percent. So 4 goes there. 17 to 21 is 0. And so you keep going and doing that same thing. The next time, this one's 14 out of 25. And multiply by 100 to make it a percent. Alright, so we get, in that case, 56. So 56 goes in this box here, and you go on so on and so forth until you finish the problem. And then you do the same thing for this over here, and of course put 0 anywhere something doesn't exist. And also, just while we're talking about this problem, just to distinguish between another type of chart that we are sometimes asked to do, which is a cumulative frequency distribution. When it's cumulative, you would take this, so for like, let's just do the unfiltered. You have 12 to 16, we have 1, and then 17 to 21, you take however many are in that cell plus what's above it. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and then 22 to 26 is when you take and you say, well, 14 plus 0 plus 1, now it's 15. And you take, every time you take whatever number is in that row and you add all the numbers above it. And that's what goes in the corresponding cells. And so anyway, that's just how you do cumulative frequency. So let's make sure we understand the difference between relative frequency, cumulative frequency, and then just plain old frequency, right? This original table here was given to us as a frequency distribution. And so another little helpful feature while we're here also looking at this, if you click right here, you can have this data exported to Excel. It's not particularly useful in this case, but in some problems that little button is helpful to maybe analyze the data in Excel.